Hey everybody! Welcome back to my channel, doing a dance. Got my makeup on. Do you like my headband? It's from Urban Outfitters, like circa 2000 and probably like 12 or something. I just found it and was like, yes, I like it. Let me put it on. Also, disclaimer before I start my current skincare, not healthcare, my current skincare regime. That's my coffee station right there. I'm a little like closed in for space today. That's the coffee station, wine glasses, a little bit awkward. Also, I have like a weird lighting situation happening, so like I apologize. You see like my shadow there? I'm apologizing for that. I'm also apologizing for my lip color, because when I put it on, I thought it was going to be like more of a pinky nude than a brown nude, and it's a brown nude, and I'm not digging the brown nude, especially not like with this look, but I was just way too lazy to take it off and restart, so yeah. Anyway, I thought I would talk today about skincare. Super fast, I thought I would give you a little bit of a rundown of my skin so that you know kind of like why I'm using these certain products and sort of where I've been at. Growing up, I want to say until like I was about like 23, I didn't have any issues with my skin, which was amazing, and I feel so lucky that growing up I never had issues with acne. I never had issues with like breakouts and then dryness or oiliness, and so like growing up I kept my skincare regime like pretty basic. Because I didn't really know, because I didn't have to deal with a lot of things going on my face. I just sort of like used whatever my mom gave me and like just kind of experimented with whatever she got. So that like I feel quite lucky, but the downside of that was that when I started having skin issues, I was already like in my early to mid 20s, and I, of course I had dealt with it for the first 2 decades of my life, and so I was kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do? How do I deal with what my skin is going through now? So I lived for a little while in the Caribbean, which was amazing, and I can always go into that in another video, but I did not take good care of my skin there, which is, now if I could go back and kick myself, I totally would, because I think that's what really did it for me. Sorry, I'm like sitting on my foot, I'm a little uncomfortable. So yeah, I lived in the Caribbean and I wasn't wearing, sometimes I wasn't wearing SPF, or I wasn't wearing enough SPF, or I wasn't like reapplying, and I was tanning a lot, and it was just kind of really bad for my skin. So after about 3 years of living down south, when I came back up north and kind of settled into my life here, I started realizing like, oh wow, I have a lot of skin discoloration. I have a lot of sunspots. I have a lot of like fine lines that I know are from like sunburns and tanning and peeling and just sort of a huge mess. And so it's from that, like it's from that time in my life that sort of like bulldozed my journey into like skincare and trying to find what the best products were for me. So currently, I am still dealing with skin discoloration and sunspots. They're so deep. It's like such a deep discoloration in my skin that I don't know, like unless I went and got some like crazy laser skin treatment like once a week for like the next, I don't know, like year or something, I don't think it would go away because it is so deep. However, I have found out with certain products it has gone down a lot, which is really great. And now it's at the point where like if I wear like a pretty like full coverage foundation and bronzer and makeup, it'll go, like you won't be able to see it, which is good, because originally it was so dark that you couldn't not see it. Wear sunscreen. That's like my biggest advice, and when I have kids, that's going to be like my like crazy mom thing, is wear sunscreen. And I know that like sometimes it can be gross because it's like sticky or white and it doesn't blend in. But I mean, nowadays, like, I will wear as much sunscreen as possible to make sure that I don't make the problem worse. And it doesn't really go away, which is so hard, so hard. Anyway, I also am dealing with a little bit of dryness, especially around my eye area, and I think it's because I live in Manhattan, and the apartments in Manhattan are super, super dry. The air can get really dry, and we sleep with a humidifier, which I guess would, like, also be part of my skincare regime-ish, because I never used to sleep with a humidifier, and I don't, like, need it for my throat or anything, but when, like, a year into living into the city, a year of living in Manhattan, I started realizing that my skin is getting so dry, and it was sort of like on the cusp of winter into summer, so I thought, like, oh, it's fine, you know, it's just because it's cold out, but to be honest, it's actually, like, gotten worse in the summer, and right now it's June, so, you know, I sort of consider June as, like, summer, even though it's not, like, officially summer yet, but yeah, I've been sleeping with the humidifier on every single night on, like, full blast, which makes our apartment, like, feel like Florida, but my skin needs it. So yeah, super dry skin, hyperpigmentation, sun damage, and then fine lines and wrinkles. I get some pretty deep expression lines here and sometimes through my, in between my brows. And I find, like, with the expression lines, certain products will help in just smoothing them out. They're going to be there because I'm moving my face, I'm smiling, I'm, like, frowning, I'm moving my skin. So they're going to appear, but these products just sort of, bra strap. These products just sort of help diffuse the lines. Also, I tend to have some fine lines around my eyes, again, I think from, like, tanning. Also, just from wearing a lot of makeup, taking it off, wearing makeup, taking it off. And I did that, like, a lot growing up because I was a dancer, and so I was, like, always having to put on stage makeup, and so, like, heavy mascara, heavy eyelashes, heavy eyeshadow, and then, like, sometimes 2, 3 times a day of, like, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. So, long story short, I've sort of abused my skin, like, a lot in these past couple of years, but what's amazing and why I wanted to talk about my skincare regime is these products are so, so great that I have found, especially in the past couple of months, my skin has gotten so much better. So, so, so much better. And I definitely owe it to these products because I've used them, stopped using them, used them, stopped using them. And when I stop using them, I can see the difference in my skin. It looks dull. My fine lines appear more. I can really see my discoloration through my skin. In regards to oily skin, I don't really get oily. I do tend to gravitate toward matte products, but it's because I sweat a lot. I know it's, like, not cute, but I get very hot very quickly, and especially in the city, it tends to, like, always feel hot and gross, and so my skin always kind of feels, like, a little gross, for lack of, like, a better description, but I don't tend to use, like, oily products or, like, products designed to help combat oily skin, because I don't really have that issue. I also don't really use acne solution products. Luckily, I tend to only get pimples, like, around that time of the month, and when it's that, I just kind of leave it and, like, let it do its thing. So yeah, most of these products are just for sun damage and anti-aging, etc., and hydration. So let's jump into it. So in regards to cleaning my skin, I will wet my skin and then take off the bulk of my makeup with my Garnier makeup remover wipes, and I'm staring at them right now. They're in the bathroom. They're so far away. I'm not going to go get them, but I forgot to grab them. They are the ones in the green package, Garnier. I tried other ones. So far, those are the best ones for me. And then I wash my face. And I'm loving this Origins Plantscription Anti-Aging Cleanser. It's super soft. It foams. I tend to use this AM and PM. Sometimes I'll switch it up, but only because I don't want to like totally run out of this super soon. But I don't have too much left, and I'm definitely going to repurchase this. It's so nice. Again, it's so soft. Put it on your skin, and then I just sort of lather it up, and then I'll take water, and it foams. Yeah, it's really great, and I'll use this after I use my wipes. Another sort of skin wash, would you say that? Skin wash product? Skincare product that I've been using. This is a recent product, and I'm including it in this video because I know I want to repurchase it. I got it as a sample size in the last, or it might still be there, the Sephora 500 point, like, rewards gift was this little, like, Laura Mercier sample box, which was amazing. I totally recommend if they still have it and you have 500 or more points to go out and get it because it was so great. Anyway, it came with this little, I don't even know, with the lighting you might not be able to see, Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Face Polish. I love this stuff. It is so great. I tend to use exfoliant. I won't use these together because I feel like that's kind of, it's a lot for my skin. But if I, like twice a week, 2-3 times, more twice a week, I'll take an exfoliant and I'll use an exfoliant instead of a cleanser. I don't know if that's wrong or right. I just kind of feel like for my skin, because I use a lot of like more extra strength, like intense products on my face, I don't want to like peel it back. I feel like I'll just like leave myself with like this raw layer of skin. So sometimes after taking off my makeup, instead of this, I'll use this. And this is so great. Oh, it smells so pretty. It just smells super fresh with like a hint of rose, or it's like there's a floral note to it that's really, really pretty. This stuff is an intense exfoliant. Probably the most intense exfoliant I've used ever. It definitely feels like you're taking sandpaper to your face. So if you have sensitive skin, like super sensitive skin, I really wouldn't use this. Just because even after I use it, and I don't categorize my skin as sensitive per se, because I feel like it has gone through a lot and can go through a lot and like won't do something crazy on me. But even my skin will, like, do you ever use an exfoliant and you wash it off and then you see like these red marks on your face? And that probably means that I'm pressing too hard or scrubbing too hard, for sure, because that probably means that I'm scratching myself. But I always have like a little bit of redness in certain places after I use this. But I have to say it goes away like right away after I put on my lotion. And this stuff leaves my face so soft that it doesn't even matter. Like so soft. It's insane. I love this stuff so much, and I'm definitely going to buy like whatever the full size is of this and then use it because I love it. So after I wash my face, if I remember, I'll use this toner. It's the Cool Cucumber Toner by Davida. Yeah, by Davida. Davida is a great brand. I think all their stuff is like vegan and no animal testing, and it doesn't have any bad stuff in it. My mom got me this. I say if I remember because I tend to forget toner a lot of the time, which I know is bad. But yeah, I just, like, after my face is wet and I dry it, the last thing I think of is like, oh, let me spray something on and like wet it again. So that's why I tend to forget this, even though it's like a pretty big bottle and it sort of sits right on my counter by the sink. So I don't know why I would forget it, but I just do. But it's Cool Cucumber. It smells exactly like cucumber water. It smells like they just like took cucumber water and like put it in pretty packaging. But there's other stuff in it like aloe vera gel, green tea, chamomile, so good stuff in here. So after I wash my face, if I remember before my lotion, I will give myself a spritz of this. And then if it's morning, I will usually use my Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Moisture Cushion. And I want to make a whole video just about my Dennis Gross products because I love his stuff. And I'm like such a huge fan. So yeah, I feel like dedicating a whole video to his products would like not be the worst thing. So I'll use this Moisture Cushion gel. And then I will use my Dennis Gross Targeted Ferulic. Is that how you pronounce it? F-E-R-U-L-I-C. Ferulic. Ferulic. And Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. And I use this under my eyes, like sort of in the corner and above on my eyelid. And then, for the day, I use my, so bright, my Dr. Dennis Gross Dark Sunspot Sun Defense Broad Spectrum SPF in 50. This stuff is great. It does leave your face a little bit white. But I feel like after I put on my primer and then foundation and bronzer, like you can't tell anymore. And I have to wear an SPF. And you know what, to be honest, like I like it. And I think this is definitely something that I would purchase again. And I trust his products, and I trust that this would really, like, this is really going to do the job of protecting my face from the sun. So I like it. Now, I have sort of a different skincare regime for the nighttime. I tend to use for the night my Sunday Riley Good Genes. The reason I don't use this during the day is because it's a really strong treatment, and it was expensive. So what I like to do, I can't justify in my head the idea of like putting this on and then putting on like foundation and bronzer, and like to me that just seems like a little sacrilege because it's like such an amazing product and I don't want to like contaminate it on my face, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I like make up things in my head and like rules in my head that I adhere to. You don't have to. Because this does say that you can use it both in the morning and the night. So like, do you. But I only use this at night. I feel like it's a super special product, and when I put it on, I just feel like you can feel that like sort of like instant anti-aging. And that's what this is. This is really for, it says it brightens, exfoliates, plumps lines. I talked about this in my favorites video. It's amazing. It does all of those things and more. So yeah, this is what I'll use at night. And then I just started using this like maybe like 4 days ago. No, maybe like 5 days ago. So I'm not sure like if I love it, and if I'll repurchase it. But it is part of my nighttime routine now, so I thought I would share. It's the Revita Brow Advanced Serum for your eyebrows. I have that other eyebrow serum, the Mavala, like eyelash, eyebrow conditioning serum that I talked about in one of my favorites that I got off Amazon for like 20 bucks that I love. Oh, almost dropped it. That I love, love, love. And this stuff, I found a review on it. I actually want to say even Lena Dunham like posted something on Instagram, I think was where I saw it originally, and she said that like this was the best stuff ever and that she doesn't have eyebrows and like this stuff like is amazing. So I ordered it off their website. I think they also have it on Nordstrom.com, and you put it on. What I like about it is that it has a doe foot applicator, so it makes like a application pretty simple. Whereas with the Mavala, I love it, but it's, because it's like for your eyelashes, they have the eyelash wand, like mascara wand. But I like the doe foot applicator. I just don't know yet. I've been doing it every night. I've noticed that my eyebrows are darker, but I don't know if like they're fuller. I'm wearing a lot of makeup on my eyebrows now, so it's hard to like talk about them because like they look done. But when I take off my makeup, I don't know. I'm not 100% yet, but obviously I've only been using it for 5 days, so I don't want to like judge it right away. So that's my skincare regime right now, my sort of daytime, nighttime. They're pretty similar with the exception of the Sunday Riley Good Genes. So yeah, that's all I have for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye guys!